Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out how did the person on your mind feel when you guys last saw each other. So you can see an image on your screen right now. You've got three options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hello group 1, if you guys chose the first image, let's find out using your oracles, how did the person on your mind feel when you guys last met each other? So the cards that came out for you guys are sadness, acceptance, the divine feminine, and blessed. There's one thing I would like you to notice. See, the first card for you over here says sadness, and although this card says acceptance, the expression, if this would just focus, it doesn't seem too happy. It's almost as if this woman has made peace with whatever it is that's going on in her life right now. But I'm not seeing her face break out into a smile or anything. So definitely, whenever it is that you guys last met each other, whether it was recent or whether it's been a while, even if it's been years, it seems like the person on your mind knew that things are about to change, that things are not going to be the same between you guys anymore. And in that moment, they felt very helpless about it. They were sad to see you. They were sad about the fact that they couldn't do anything to protect the connection or to keep it going, and that they had to make peace with whatever lied ahead for them in the future. Whether it was a move, whether it was some career transition, whether they were going away, you were going away, whatever it was, they weren't too happy about it. They were not happy about the fact that they had to leave you behind. They were not happy about the fact that they couldn't bring you with them. But because they were feeling very helpless, they thought that this is a situation that is out of my control. Even if it wasn't, we have to understand that this is how they were feeling. So maybe the situation was in their control. Maybe there is something that they could have done. But like that's our perspective, right? So from their perspective, they thought that the only thing that they could do was to make peace with the situation at that time. Also, with the presence of the divine feminine over here, it is very clear that not just on that day, but otherwise also, nobody came close to you in their eyes, in their heart. It was just you, because they were seeing you as the divine feminine. Now, if you're a masculine watching this, it simply means that for them, you were everything. At that point in time, it was just you in their head and in their heart. And they felt very blessed. They felt very happy, very lucky about the fact that they got to spend as much time as they did with you, whether it was a few weeks, whether it was a few months, whether it was a few years. And somewhere with this womb shaped bubble over here, it did seem like the memories that they made with you before this last meeting was fueling them in some way. It was giving them strength in some way that, okay, even if this is how things are going to be, I am sad that it's over, but I'm also glad that it happened. Whatever happened between us, I'm glad that I got to know this person. We have the divine feminine over here with the number 11. So definitely this connection transcended physical boundaries. I do feel like you guys share a very deep spiritual connection, which maybe exists till date as well. Maybe till date you both are able to pick up on each other's energies, emotions. I don't know whether you've met each other since then or not. Most likely not, because of that was stupid of me, because this is the energy we're checking for the last time you guys met each other. Maybe you guys have spoken online after that, and maybe there is this satisfaction of being connected somewhere on social media, if that is what applies to you in your case. Of course, this is a general reading. There was a lot that they were hiding. That energy is present over here as well. They were feeling sad, but I feel with the blessed card over here, that in their interactions with you, I'm not sure how much of that sadness you were able to pick up on, because this is a relatively calm energy. So maybe when they were talking to you, when they were interacting with you, when however it is that they were behaving with you, it might have seemed like they were very calm, that it wasn't bothering them at all, that it was the last time that you guys were meeting each other. But internally, there was a lot of suffering that was happening. Internally, there was a lot of sadness that was happening. You could have caught them in that last meeting, stealing looks, looking at you a lot, a lot, a lot. Um, I feel like they just wanted to capture that moment in their mind's eye. Like how we do sometimes, we don't necessarily take pictures of something, but then we just look at it for as long as possible and remember it for as long as we can. So, oh, by the way, during that last meeting, they felt that you were looking absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous, whatever it is that you were wearing. Maybe you did not think that you were looking exceptionally beautiful, but to them, since they view you as the divine feminine, whatever it is that you were wearing, however it is that you were dressed up, whatever it is that you'd done with your hair, your makeup, or even if you hadn't, to them, you were perfect. You looked perfect, which is why, too, they kept on looking at you, they kept on stealing glances, just so that they could get more and more and more memories to remember you with. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles, Six of Cups, sadness and acceptance over here. Okay, here's the thing. When you both entered each other's lives, it was not always in a romantic sense. In fact, I don't think it began like that. You guys could have simply started out as friends or colleagues or people who just ran in the same circles. But eventually, you both got closer together. Eventually, you both started developing feelings for each other, and the Six of Cups over here tells me that the feelings were definitely reciprocated. So if you feel like it was just you, if it was just one sided, that was not the case at all. They felt the same feelings as you, they felt the same love and the same emotions as you. Now, somewhere, sadness over here tells me that the extent of how much they felt for you could have dawned on them at the very last minute, when they were about to leave, or when they had accepted that there's nothing that can come out of the situation. If only I had known earlier what Group 1 meant to me, I could have probably spent better time with them or made something better out of this connection. And with acceptance and the Six of Cups, I don't think it had occurred to this person till the very last minute how much they were going to miss you. And it feels like in that last meeting, when they saw you walking towards them, the intensity of this particular emotion over here, that I'm going to miss this person a lot, that feeling grew. And it was a very heavy feeling in their chest. And of course, on top of that, they were feeling very sad about the fact that there was nothing they could do about it. Because we have the Four of Wands over here with the Divine Feminine, it feels like during that meeting or in that moment, they were convinced that the person who's standing in front of me, which is you, Group 1, this is the kind of person whom I could have spent my life with. This is the person whom I wanted to spend my life with. This is the person whom I feel is a perfect match for me. But alas, I have to go a separate way. Because the Knight of Pentacles is facing in a different direction over here as compared to the people who are together in the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands. Also, because this is a knight, this tells me, and with the Divine Feminine, feelings of not being up to your level also came up to the surface during that last meeting. That just look at how breathtakingly beautiful and how amazing Group 1 is, and look at me. And again, maybe according to you, They were perfect. There was nothing wrong with them. But according to them, they were at that stage not a good match for you. And with the Knight of Pentacles, with the Four of Wands, definitely at that time they did not feel like they were good enough or had the kind of resources that would be needed to get into a long term commitment with you. Blessed and the Knight of Pentacles tells me that whatever it is that they were moving towards while moving away from you and this connection, so whether this was them moving away to another place or whatever it was, in whatever context this movement away from you was happening, it could have been an opportunity that they had worked very, very hard for. And it could have been an opportunity that took a long time to come their way. For example, if this was them moving away to college in some other country or some other city, they could have spent a lot of time, a lot of months trying to wait for that perfect opportunity, for that, to get acceptance from perhaps the college of their dreams. And so when they did finally get that opportunity, they knew that they couldn't pass up on it. And so they had to accept the fact that it's either this or that, and that there was nothing that they could do about it. Because when I look at these vines coming out of the divine feminine, it seems like you were very rooted at that time in the place where you guys were at that time, in whatever it is that you were doing in your career at that time. So they knew that it would be very unfair to you if they asked you to uproot yourself and tag along with them. It would have been very unfair on their part to ask you to leave everything behind and just tag along behind them, which is why I don't think they even discussed things like this with you at all. It could have been an internal dialogue they had with themselves. Should I talk about this with group one? No, 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 I can't do this to them. They're flourishing, they're thriving in whatever it is that they're doing, they're thriving in the city. I can't possibly have all these unrealistic expectations from group one. They have no reason to come and follow me around the world. So, I shouldn't ask them. This is how it is, this is where it ends. I'll just have to deal with it. They were trying to be practical, group one, but the emotions were very overwhelming. And I have to give it to this person. What they displayed in front of you was immense control over their body language, over their facial expressions, which is why you could have felt like, oh, it doesn't matter to them. They seem to be so calm, they seem to be so relaxed. But internally, there was this whole whirlwind of heavy emotions that they were experiencing at that time. There was sadness, they were getting nostalgic about the memories that you guys had spent together. They were yearning for a possibility of being with you, but then accepting that maybe it can never be. So, as you can see, too many emotions all at once, and all heavy emotions. But one thing which is very clear is that the reason why they were experiencing so many emotions is because you mattered a great deal to them. Because if you didn't matter to them, if they did not have any feelings for you, they obviously wouldn't have felt sad about leaving you behind. They wouldn't have felt sad about realizing so later on that they could have developed something even more meaningful with you. So the fact that these emotions were hitting them left, right, and center proves how much you matter to them. All right, group one. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello group 2, if you guys chose the second image, let's take a look at your oracles first to find out how did the person on your mind feel when you guys last met each other. So the cards that came out for you guys are comfort, then we have creation, the garden, and clean it up. All right. I don't think they were as emotional as you were, group 2. In fact, with clean it up over here, the garden, creation, this feels like somebody who prioritizes material abundance over relationships, over personal relationships, over emotions, you can say. So this is somebody who operates more from their mind and less through their heart, for sure. And with comfort over here, okay, I'm getting two messages. The first and stronger message that I'm getting for this group is that there was no pain or there was no sadness of it being the last meeting between you guys, because there was more of excitement about what was to come in their life. With creation and the garden over here, it seems like at that time, or I mean, they knew that this is what was going to follow in their life. They could have perhaps been working on a startup, or maybe they were going to set up a business of their own, or they were ready to embark on some new career journey. Maybe they were changing their field or something, and their future looked very, very promising with the garden's energy. They knew that whatever it is that they were about to start, whether it was related to their higher education, whether it was related to their career or some other personal goal, was going to get them. It was going to get them to different places. They just knew that, or at least in that moment they felt like they have lots of good stuff to look forward to, which is why they were absolutely all right with it being the last meeting between you both. And even if there were other people in that meeting, they were absolutely all right. I mean, there was no sense of sadness or no pain or no separation anxiety, nothing, because they were so heavily focused on themselves, on their future, on their career, on the abundance that they knew was about to, the inflow of abundance that was about to come in their life. And possibly that is why with the sorry about that, with the clean it up card over here, and this is such a blunt message, with clean it up and the garden, that okay, if this is what I want, I will have to clean up everything behind me, and that's fine, because what it is that I have to look forward to is more promising than what it is that I'm leaving behind. So if in order to get to level B, I have to completely destroy level A, that's okay. As long as I'm moving forward in life, I don't mind. I'm not going to look behind. So again, clean it up over here tells us that in comparison to you, group two, this individual was definitely not half as emotional. In fact, clean it up over here with creation tells me that they were just doing what they thought was best for them. I don't think that they were taking you or your emotions or how you would feel into consideration at all. Comfort tells me that this was a person with whom you probably had been together for some time, or you guys could have known each other for a long time. And you could have thought with the comfort card that because you've been together for so long, or because we're such good friends, or even if you guys were more than friends, it seems as if you were very, or you had this faith in this person, that before taking any decision that affects the both of you, they would at least have the decency to consult you about it, or to talk it out with you, or to discuss it with you. But I don't think they did. With the clean it up card over here, there is just one energy. So I think they made their decision and they simply informed you about it, that this is how it's going to be. There is a particular goal that I'm working towards, or I have to be at a particular place because of something that I'm working on, and that's just going to be my singular focus from now on. So it is what it is. And definitely with the comfort card over here, it seems like they were focusing more on what was suitable for them, rather than what impact their actions would have on you or their other friends also, for that matter, however many people were in this equation. And then the second message that I'm getting is that another reason why this individual was so comfortable going ahead and making this choice without talking to you, without consulting you, is because they seemed to think with the garden card that once they've gone out there and accomplished whatever it is that they've wanted to, they will be able to come back and create a new beginning with you, and they'll be able to do it in a hassle-free manner. Like there won't be any obstacles presented from your end. Basically, they thought that right now this is what I'm going to do, and then once I'm done with this, I'll simply come back to group 2, and I know for a fact that they will accept me. They'll be happy to accept me. So there was that air of confidence in them as well. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Strength card. So definitely with the Wheel of Fortune coming out first, their focus at that time was just on material abundance, money, success, things like that, and they did not care at all about the impact that their actions were going to have on you. In fact, something that could have bothered you a lot during that last meeting, which I feel was very evident with the way that they were behaving, was how aloof they seemed. Like it simply didn't matter to them that this was going to be the last meeting between you guys. You, on the other hand, could have been experiencing all sorts of emotions, and they were frolicking about like nothing's going to change or like nothing big has happened. And it could have frustrated you a lot. It could have angered you a lot to see them acting in such a nonchalant manner. Now, here's the thing, with the Three of Cups over here, I don't think that it is just you whom they pissed off with their actions. They have or had at that time other close friends also whom they pissed off greatly by acting like this. There were other people also in that same boat with you, basically group 2. With the King of Pentacles over here and the Three of Cups and the Strength card, I feel like the reason why this person wasn't sad, like I said with the Three of Cups, is because they at that time had no reason to be sad. There were good things coming. There were opportunities for celebration coming in their life. So they thought that, oh, things are working out in my favor. You know, my destiny is supporting me big time. I'll be rolling in money soon. Why should I be sad? And with the Strength card over here, along with the Three of Cups and the King of Cups, some of these people whom you're taking a reading for could have also been of the mindset, group 2, that if I get into a relationship at this point, or if I commit too much to group 2 at this point, it might hinder with these career opportunities that are coming up for me. You know, being with group 2 might distract me, or it might sway me off my path a little bit, and it's just something that I simply cannot afford at this time. So group 2 has to go. Secondly, with the Strength card over here and Three of Cups, like I said, there did seem to be some arrogance in their feelings that day. There did seem to be some unnecessary confidence in their emotions that day. That, or the kind of grip that I have on group 2, or the kind of effect, you can say, that I have on group 2, I'm absolutely positive that I can come back and have a reunion with them whenever I feel like, and they will welcome me with open arms. In fact, if 2 years, 3 years down the line I come back to them, you know, being a rich and successful guy, they'll be honored to have me back in their life. They'll be more than happy to have me back in their life, and of course they will welcome me. They have no reason to say no to me. So for sure there was this, in fact, I would honestly say that this arrogance was nothing short of a blockage in their mind at that time, in their heart at that time. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the grip of this thought that group 2 will be happy to have me back was so strong on them that it made them blind to the effects that their actions or lack thereof was having on you. They failed to see how their actions were disappointing you. They failed to see how their aloofness was impacting you in a negative sense, because they just had that tunnel vision at that time. They just had that horse vision at that time of their money, their success, their growth, their life ahead. It was just them. So they were not mindful at all of all the people who had been a part of their journey till that point. And like this, they cut all of you out from their life beyond that point. So I don't think a lot of you are waiting for this person. And looking at this reading, I don't think you should wait for such a person. I don't think there's anything wrong about doing what's best for you, for your career, for your growth, for your money. Everybody wants to be successful, everybody wants to make money. But not valuing your relationships simultaneously and taking your relationships for granted, that is obviously not right. And that's precisely what this person did over here. So not good, not good at all. All right, group 2. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, group 3. If you guys chose the third image, let's find out first using your oracles. What did the person on your mind feel when you guys last met each other? So the cards that came out for you guys are passion, then we have perfection, connection, and TikTok. All right. For a lot of you, this last meeting could have been like a proper date actually between you guys, or even if it wasn't, even if there were other people with you guys, it does seem over here with the energy of connection that the person on your mind wished rather desperately that it could just be the two of you and nobody else. Passion has made it very clear that during that last meeting, this person was feeling all sorts of emotions for you, very overwhelming. There was a strong sense of passion and attraction that they were feeling towards you. In fact, with perfection and passion over here, however it is that you showed up that day to that meeting or to that date, you killed it, group 3. However it is that you were dressed, whatever it is that you were wearing, it truly did a number on this person. They couldn't stop admiring your beauty, they couldn't stop looking at you. It just, I mean, it's like they wanted to bathe in that beauty, they wanted to bathe in that gorgeous energy, you can say. And with passion over here with TikTok, there was definitely a lot of restlessness in their feelings, a lot of restlessness in their energy. Like they just wanted to snatch you, you know, like they just wanted to do things with you. You're catching my drift, right? And it's, in fact, it's quite possible for a lot of you, group 3, that with the passion card over here with TikTok, you could have picked up on that desperate energy of theirs. Like you could have caught them staring at you, you could have caught them getting turned on, maybe. In fact, it's also possible that for a lot of you, this person could have begged you to make out with them at least, or they could have tried to seduce you and something like that. But so these are, of course, just some lust based feelings over here. Now, if I talk about love based feelings, they are also there. We have connection with TikTok. There is this sense of them, you know, trying to hold sand in their hands, but you know you can't because it'll just slip away. So they felt like time was slipping away and that there wasn't anything that they could do to save this connection. And in general, the energy of connection and perfection over here tells us that you meant a great deal to this person, group 3. Your connection meant a great deal to them. This connection could have gone through stages. This connection could have gone through lots of ups and downs, but despite all of that, it just kept going throughout whatever time it is that you guys spent together. There could have been happy times between you guys, there could have been times when this connection was very frustrating for both you and for them. And passion over here tells me that the feelings that you had for each other were so strong, and that sometimes they would get so overwhelming that you both loved each other as passionately as you both disliked each other at times. You know, like, oh, I can't live with this person, but then I can't live without them either. Again, I'm not saying that this was a love-hate relationship. Definitely no hate over here. But sometimes you both definitely could, or did rather, get on each other's nerves big time. And during that last meeting, when they last saw you, they knew that was the last time that they were going to see you. They were, like I said, completely mesmerized by you that day. They could have um, found reasons, group 3, to be closer to you, to stand next to you, to hold your hands, to smell you. I just heard. And there could have been a very panicky energy to them. Like you could tell that they were talking very fast or walking very fast, and they were just panicking, or there was this nervous energy to them. The reason behind it was because they knew that this was the last meeting. I'm not sure whether you knew at that time whether this was going to be the last time you'll be seeing them or not, but they definitely knew it. And because they knew that these are the last few minutes or hours that they have to spend with you physically, they wanted to make the most of it. And that is why you could have picked up on that desperate or panicky energy from them, because they wanted to make use of every minute and every second of every hour that particular day. I'm not sure, but I'm getting this feeling that at least for a few of you that day, this person was talking a lot about the past memories that you guys had made together. So they could have been very nostalgic that day as well. And randomly out of nowhere, they would just start saying things like, "Oh, do you remember that time?" And just in general, things like that, bringing back old conversations, replaying old memories. It's almost as if in that limited time that they had with you that day, they just wanted to get a um, what's the word, like a synopsis sort of the entire relationship that they'd had with you so far. And I also feel over here with TikTok that that day they could have either they probably kept looking at the time a lot. They would check their mobile a lot. They would keep looking at their watch a lot just to see how much time is left. And let's say, for example, let's say that if you guys had to be somewhere else at say 5 p.m., or if they had to be somewhere else at that time, the more that you guys would get closer to the 5 p.m. mark, the more restless they would be. Like, oh shit, okay, what do I do now? Because it's like a Cinderella story, except that they knew that after the clock hits 12, there will be no seeing each other again. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards, group 3. So we have the Hanged Man, the Hermit, Justice, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, interesting. Group 3, I think there already could have been some sort of ending before this last meeting happened. Because since you are sitting in the energy of the Queen of Swords, it seems like even before this last meeting, this person could have said or done something that had supremely annoyed you. And after that significant argument or separation had happened, maybe some time had passed, you guys got back together again or became friends again, and then this was the last meeting where you guys decided to meet each other. Of course, at that time you did not know that it was going to be the last meeting. Now, with the Hangman over here, definitely ever since this meeting, you guys have surely not met each other again. In fact, the Hangman over here tells me that after this last meeting, I don't think this person has ever taken action from you from their side. Since you're sitting in the energy of the Queen of Swords, maybe you have reached out to them a couple of times, maybe you have initiated a conversation with them a couple of times, but they definitely have never made a move from their side again. They've been hermiting ever since then, and obviously no development has taken place in this connection either. But then here's the thing, what could have seemed like them not caring at all, even though yes, there was this desperate energy and all of that. In fact, Justice card over here tells me that their behavior could have been very confusing for you during that last meeting, because sometimes you could have felt like they still cared, and at other times it could have seemed like they just didn't care at all. The hermit over here with justice tells me that it's almost as if this person was punishing themselves, probably for what it is that they'd said to you earlier, or what it is that they had done to you earlier. And when they met you and they realized how perfect you were, and when they realized that they still had feelings for you, it's almost as if they slipped into this mode of, how could I do this to group 3? How could I have said such a thing to group 3? How could I have behaved like this with group 3? I don't deserve group 3. So now I am going to punish myself by depriving myself of group 3. It makes sense to them. It makes sense to them in their world, is why they did what they did. It might not make any sense to you, but the hangman over here with the hermit tells me that they were deliberately trying to keep themselves in check, trying to keep themselves, their emotions, their actions in control. They were restraining themselves basically around you as a form of punishing themselves, you can say. Somewhere with the Queen of Swords over here and TikTok, there could have also been a fear that if in this particular meeting I cross my limits, or if in this particular meeting I try to behave with group 3 the way I used to before I had messed up, group 3 might snap. Group 3 might say something to me, or group 3 might do something that might hurt me, or it might hurt my image if there were other people around. So they were basically tiptoeing around you, you can say. They were scared of the reaction that might come from you. Also, with the Queen of Swords, I don't think that they were too sure of whether you were feeling all these feelings or not. In fact, with the Hermit's card, it seems as if they convinced themselves that you had already checked out of this connection because of what they'd said or done, and that they couldn't go back in time to correct their mistakes. So now the only thing that they could do was to punish themselves. And their way of punishing themselves was to deprive themselves of what they thought would be perfect for them. I do want to clarify the Hanged Man card over here. So please clarify the Hanged Man. Yeah, so, and please clarify the Hermit. Please clarify justice. So it was definitely a punishment. Oh, look at this. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. Actually, just put it like this. So whatever it is that they had said or done to break your heart, because they knew that they had broken your heart, was something that they did. It was a very thoughtless, you can say, action or conversation from their side, which they regretted later on. And because we have the Empress over here along with perfection, for sure they knew that, this is something that had the potential to be so perfect, and I just went ahead and very carelessly I butchered it, and I hurt the person for whom I have so many feelings. I hurt the very person who is perfect for me, perfect in my eyes, perfect in every sense, and I don't deserve this Empress, which is why they didn't take any action towards you. And another thing, with the Empress's energy and TikTok, they could have also got this feeling, group 3, that you were doing better without them. And there also could have been, especially with the Hangman over here and the Six of Wands, there could have been this fear that if they come back in your life again, or if they take action towards you again, what if they end up hurting you again by doing something reckless and stupid? So this wasn't, so any restraint that you could have felt in their emotions or in their energy towards you, partially it was, because they were punishing themselves, but partially it was because they were kind of looking out for you, because they were afraid, or they did not trust themselves enough with you, and they feared that they might break your heart again. All at group 3. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.